The world of education changed just in a few days. Did we just gain 5 years, 10 years, 15 years in terms of what kind of a leap have we made in terms of making people realize education and education technology needs to change? So I think we're living in a world that is not only in terms of the scale and the need and the realization that this is important has changed, but also the need for speed. The fact that we can use education in a way we've never been able to do it before. We've been able to generate expertise in what really impacts learning. We've been able to look at things at real time and say, does this work better than that? That has led to interest and curiosity about what can we do better. One of the things that is changing right now is that there is a digital transformation that was happening pre-COVID-19. The majority of our learners are overestimating where they are today. You cannot reach learners who are unconsciously incompetent. You need to move them first to conscious incompetence in order to eventually get them to conscious competence. Because we reached automaticity, we're able to juggle these things super fast without even thinking about them. But the reason why we decided to reterm this automaticity some years ago was it is not unconscious. You just don't need consciousness to do this. Unfortunately, we're not there yet because we have another problem coming up, which is if we are to beat the robots and the algorithms, we need to do the things that characterize us humans. I actually think we need to learn more in the future than less. And that's because maybe proportionally of all the knowledge in the world, we need to know less, but there is exponential growth of knowledge in the world. So unfortunately, the absolute amount we need to learn is probably increasing. Look at the fastest, they do 12 minutes. Look at, even if you eliminate the 3 or 4 slowest one, you have a lot of people up around 120 minutes. You have an order of magnitude between the slowest and the fastest people who still get to proficiency. Our education systems, no matter which one we're looking at right now, they're not geared for this difference in terms of learning speed. Our entire system is geared to gauge people and rank them based on how fast they can get to proficiency. My prediction would be, if I should join Thomas Frey and other futurists, it's much more a matter of what is your peak competence? What can you do? Not how fast you can get to learn it, because what if it takes 10 hours to get here? Who cares if you're working 1,600 hours a year? I'm fine with somebody taking 10 hours rather than 1 hour if I'm then having an absolutely perfect employee for the remaining 1,590 hours for that year. What is interesting about this study was because behind these 5 module course, but one completely blew the budget. They were much slower learning this. What this pharmaceutical company realized was that 1 out of the 5 modules, they were not even teaching to the level of proficiency that they thought, which is why when we actually put a validated method in place, pharmaceutical reps a lot longer to get to proficiency than it did before. But remember that in some cases we fool ourselves in the current system and we actually think that the education works, and it doesn't. So we need to deal with both. We both need education that works, we need it fast, and we need more than we've ever seen before.